started. We'll just start talking. So, and we'll just wait for, I think Patrick's going to come in and we'll see.
Okay. That'll work.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There we go.
Oh, there's somebody. Okay. Must be Patrick.
Must
Hey,
be Patrick.
there's Patrick.
Hey, thanks for the patience.
No, you know what? Because I wanted to do the Hangout on air, the
Yeah.
link in the event won't let you do that, or at least it didn't let me do it. So I have to start a whole other Hangout. Am I loud?
No, you're okay. I have it accidentally. I went from no hangouts to 2 hangouts in parallel.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Okay, there I had to go. I was watching it and I was broadcasting it at the same time.
Nice.
Yeah. So, okay. So who
Okay.
do we have? How you doing, Daniel?
Hey, good. Yourself?
Pretty good, sir. Where are you located?
I'm in Tulsa.
Oh, okay.
Daniel is our resident Google trusted photographer.
That's a pretty high rank. I have never heard of anybody with that title before.
See?
Sarah, go ahead.
Sarah doesn't have mic or camera.
Yeah, and she probably doesn't want to see my face anyways, okay? She hates me.
So, okay, little backstory, Daniel. So, last year at the conference, Patrick was one of our speakers, and he will be joining us again. So you'll get to meet Patrick and Sarah face to face this year.
Okay.
And during Patrick's session, he asked about shy people, right? You know, because a lot of people have trouble being social, not just online, but face to face. And so he asked who the most shy person in the room was, and Sarah, I don't know why.
The problem was she didn't volunteer. I already knew the answer.
Oh, okay. Raised her hand or something and proceeded to then be picked on for the rest of the conference
Nice.
as the most shy person in the room. So
Yeah, and Patrick got the butthole of the conference award, let me tell you.
Where are you
So-
located, Patrick?
Right down the turnpike from you in Oklahoma City.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to open up on the right-hand side. This is for you, Sarah. If you click on the chat button, you'll see the chat open up on the right-hand side. So if you want to talk to us, you can chat with us. And, you know, if you want to virtually slap Patrick, you can you can do that there.
She's gonna send me a little smiley with a middle finger kind of thing.
Oh, look. Oh, she's
She doesn't hate me.
I don't hate you, yeah.
Sweet.
awesome.
Sweet.
So, Patrick, the other toy that we're playing with before we get started talking about Google Business Photography is this Hangout toolbox.
Oh, the lower 1/3. I see everyone has a lower 1/3.
So, if you want to do your lower 1/3, and
Yeah, I actually have some pre-configured defaults because you can pre-configure them and save them.
Oh, okay.
well, you know what? I was able to save my name, but not the second, not like my Twitter ID or whatever. Oh, I see you have your logo. I like
Yeah, I
that.
was just gonna say.
Wait, where was it?
On everything.
It
Yeah,
came-
you can have a bunch of pre-configured defaults at the bottom, so I have a couple already saved.
Cool. Oh, I like it. See, we learn something every time we do one of these, right?
Very good.
And so I tried to do my name and my Twitter ID on all of them, but every time I have to enter in the second line, so I'll have to look at the configured stuff.
Yeah, on the right side at the bottom, you should be able to put in like a name and save, and you should be able to save that as like one of the, you
Oh,
know,
I see presets. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
you can save a preset.
Duh.
Oh, there. Okay. Yeah. I see.
Yeah, and then where it says custom overlay. Okay. Coolio. Although I have this big backdrop with that has, I think, enough logos on it to.
I see a conference topic.
Yay! I have a whole lot of. Well, so Daniel is actually our official photographer, and he's actually going to have a booth there. So he's going to be talking about Google Business Photography. But I wanted to just kind of get him on a Google Hangout and just find out, more about? Like, how did this come up? How long have Google Business Photos been around?
Well, it's actually in Tulsa. It's a newer thing. It's been around about a year. They started, at select cities, kind of beta testing it, if you will, to see what the response was. And initially, Google was using actually people who worked directly for Google, and they were going out doing these at different places. And as it caught on, the success of it, they began contracting with other photographers in different cities and expanding the program. I heard about it, so I applied to be the photographer in Tulsa. And several-month process, actually. Once they got back with me, I went through some phone interviews and all, and then taking some written tests, and then submitting some photo shoots, for samples and all. And then you go through like quality control of your photo shoots and everything. And after that process, then you become certified as a photographer. It's kind of like a partial certification at first, and then you have to go out and do a couple businesses. And once you do your first few businesses, they actually approve those too, and then they award you the actual Google certified photographer, trusted photographer certification. So
Wow.
it's a little bit of a process. It took about 3 months, to go through everything.
Well, I mean, that is amazing, though, that they thought to go local that way.
Right.
The truck the Google Mobile can only get to so many places.
Well, that's the thing. It can't go inside. So
That's it.
Yet.
that's where
Yet.
that's where this is coming from, is the extension of Street View and needing to go inside. So now that's why they're working with photographers to get that done.
So do you just walk around with a regular camera, or do you have like a special helmet you wear that has like 8 cameras on top of it, and with like a GPS locator on you?
Right. No, nothing like that. I don't look like an alien.
Okay.
We got a regular camera with a special type of lens and what they call like a 360 rotating swivel head, and then to be able to shoot the 360 degree. And then we just walk through and shoot a series of pictures. And then we upload those directly to Google, and then we actually have to go using the Google software. We then put the tour together. So it's not like we just shoot it and send it to Google and it's done. We actually are responsible for doing what they call moderation, going through and putting those arrows that you use in Street View, making sure that the arrows go to the right next shot and that the arrow's pointing the right direction and things of that nature. So that takes a little while to do. And then once that part is done, then we publish it and it goes live. It goes live on the Google search results, it goes live on Google Maps, and it goes on everybody's Google Plus page. Or that business's Google Plus page, for that matter.
Right. Wow. So I saw on your website you have, I think it's a Mexican restaurant. Which one is that?
A couple of those. We've got Casa Laredo downtown, and we've got south of the border Mexican Grill at 101st and Memorial.
Wow. So I think it's great for restaurants. And is there, like you just said, you did the hotel. How did you do like the Hyatt? Did they do rooms or meeting rooms? How did they do theirs?
Well, what Google has introduced, in the beginning we could only do 1 floor of a building. The only way we could do a second floor actually was if there were stairs or an elevator. We could go up to it and then continue on the next level, but it was acted like one continuous shot or shoot, one continuous pathway, if you will, and we were limited to 40 positions. And now what Google has done is they've started the multi-level tours where we can actually, each floor is treated as its own tour. So you can do 40 on like level 1, 40 on level 2, not just 40 total. And on the tour, it's got numbers like 1, 2, 3, and you click to go to the different floors. So in the Hyatt, we did the lobby downstairs, then the second floor is where their check-in is and all, and they have like a lounge area and all. We did that, and then we went up and we did a couple guest rooms, and then we did their suites. Well, actually, we did their fitness room as well, and then their high-end suites. They've got some very large suites that they wanted to show off, and so we did those, and altogether it was 5 floors. It was I forget how many positions. I know it came to like 1,700 and something photos in order to shoot it. Each position is a series of 12 photos that make up one 360 spin.
Oh, Lord.
Okay,
Now, how long will it take you to get that final?
That will be, it should be done for tomorrow, actually. I've been
Wow.
working on it about, well, a week now, basically. So
I have a quick question. I'm in the Tulsa Street View for 403 South Cheyenne Avenue, which I think is the address.
okay,
How do I go inside? How do I see the pictures inside?
okay. If you're on the street view, um, I believe it should be connected to them. Some of them are not connected directly to the street view. Google had actually, unfortunately, had a little problem getting off. Sometimes the connection was there, and then they disappeared. If you type in on Google the name of the restaurant itself, you can definitely get to it. And that's
Was it?
Casa Laredo, Casalaredo.
Yeah, they took me to the website, Casa Laredo, AmericasLatinGrill.com.
If you, let's see, if you put in Casa Laredo, Tulsa, it should, yeah, if you put Tulsa after it, on the right-hand side, you'll actually see, it'll say see inside.
Oh, hold on. I think let me try it on with a screen share.
I didn't mean to hijack anything, Cheryl. I just want to see it while I'm talking about it.
No, it's cool.
Look at this.
My screen, if that's, I've got,
No, oh, dude, this is awesome.
Hey, share your screen, Patrick. Oh, no, you're sharing. Okay, you're sharing. Good.
can you see mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
This is just, I mean, when I say seamless, I'm not saying figuratively, I mean literally seamless. Like I can't tell where the difference between the images he took.
Right.
No wonder you have to be certified for this, because I'm just panning around and because like a lot of times you can like, yeah, you can't tell where the different images. He did an amazing job.
No, you can't tell with the other images, and that's credit to Google software as well. They're the only ones who have this software that does the walk-through tours in this fashion, as opposed to most 360 tours. You just stand in one spot, spin around, and then you can click on an image or something to go to another area, and then again just spin around. You can't actually feel like you're in there walking through as you can with a Google tour.
Well, even the real estate 360 pics are really just two 180-degree fisheye pics, which aren't even really the same thing. So I have a question. When you had to, oh look, there's a girl in a red dress in the kitchen. I'm gonna go see her.
Right.
Oh, she's gone. Now I'm by the drink station. It's like a maze. I feel like I'm in a maze, like I'm looking for a clue to pick up a weapon or something. This is cool.
Did you just, Daniel, I'm watching your screenshot. Did you just walk out the front door and onto the street view?
And I walked into the street view. I was seeing if it was connected, and it is. Patrick, if you look at my screen, you can see how it's connected to the street view at 403.
Oh my God, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
Are you able to see my screen, Patrick?
Yeah, is that the girl in the red dress? Did she walk out the front door?
I think she did at one point. Yeah.
She's running away from you.
Oh my
Right
goodness.
now, I'm actually in the street view photo, which is not the photo I took, of course. This is the one that was done by the street view car a while back.
And then can you, from there, walk back into the restaurant?
You can. And what's interesting is you see how if you're looking around right now at the street view, this was shot a couple of years ago, and the outside image, it's not the greatest. I mean, they came through after the ice storm, so things didn't look so great. But nonetheless, what's nice is that even though we're not reshooting the street view part, when you get closer, you'll notice. Watch. It leads you into the new picture I took. So even from the outside, now look at the outside picture.
Ah.
They don't get a whole new street view, but they do get one new shot, and that looks a lot nicer than the initial street view shot.
Exactly.
Everything's, the sky is blue, the trees are green over there. I mean, it looks a lot nicer than that street view shot. So they do get it up. So that at least they've got an updated shot of the exterior of the business.
So Sarah had a question earlier, and I didn't want to forget. She said, is this available in other areas, or is this available in this area because of the prior plants?
Right, and this is not connected at all to the prior plant. It has to do with, this is I deal with their offices out of Mountain View, California for all of this. And they've got photographers in almost every city now. So including they're all the Australia, the UK, all over the world right now. They've got, I forget how many. I know Canada, the US, Australia, France. So it's in a lot of places right now.
I don't know, Patrick. I'm thinking so many different businesses that could utilize this.
Any business can use it.
Yeah.
The only thing that we're only restricted to like a hospital. We can't go in and shoot a hospital, but we could shoot like a small physician's office. We can shoot dental offices. We can shoot a little clinic, things of that nature. As long as, and anybody who ends up in any photos is blurred. But generally, most medical offices, we just do that when there's nobody there anyway. Period.
Right.
I'm sure there's other places, drug rehab centers probably can't go in there.
Right. Anything that's like the HIPAA compliant or any of that kind of stuff.
They haven't said that though. They actually, none of drug rehab and stuff is not on the list of being a no.
Okay.
The only thing on our list was initially was like law offices, because they didn't want somebody's file to be out there and you would see their name and that would be an issue. But now they've said even law offices are okay as long as the attorney has cleared it and said that it's okay and that they put everything away. And we don't go into an office anyway. We do like the lobby and maybe like a conference room or things like that, and we don't usually go where they would have files anyway.
Right.
I can see, obviously I can see how awesome this would be, but I'm thinking, you know what? I'm putting my thief hat on now and thinking, wow, this would be great to know if a business did this and where all their stuff was.
You have a thief hat?
Hey,
What's interesting about your comment, though, is that you're not the first one who's ever, of course, thought that. But the thing is, first of all these businesses are businesses who's open to the public every day.
Right.
So anybody can walk in and see the same exact thing that you're seeing right here. So and you don't lock your doors all day as a business. So showing off the inside of your business is.
That's true. That doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, you're gonna show. You want people to see your business anyway. This is just another way of showing it, but people can walk in anytime, and so from that, and if they want to do things, I mean, they can go downtown and look at your blueprint at the courthouse.
That's true. Yep.
So there's lots of ways, and because this came up at one point, and actually, I talked with a gentleman I know who is the former Tulsa chief of police many years back, but he was asked about it, or I was asked about it, and we talked to him, and that was his answer, that anybody can go into a public place of business at any time. They can go down to the courthouse and get the records. He didn't view it as a security concern at all. And there's been jewelry stores that have done this in other places. There's even been talks about doing banks. You're not going to go and show the vault. You're just going to show the lobby of the bank.
Right.
No, I think it's phenomenal. And as an event planner, I'm seeing hotels, conference centers, travel centers. Sarah made a comment that you could travel the world without even leaving your home, right? You could plan your whole vacation, your whole meeting, your whole wedding.
You could, and Google's got an awesome video called Hello World, and they actually show how they've done like the whole world now, on Street View. I mean, they show going from outside to going inside a business to going underwater, because, they've even done underwater now, Street View stuff. They're doing everywhere, so it's amazing everything they've done. And anytime I do a presentation, I end with that video. It's a great video. They show like somebody starting off in a car, and he goes everywhere you can imagine.
Amazing. So yeah, I mean, I think this is phenomenal. I can't wait to see it and have other people see it at the conference. And I know you're going to have a booth. Are you going to have some of these shots going on in your booth, Daniel?
We're going to have some shots going on, and we'll have like a computer, of course, showing all this stuff. We'll have something on a screen or something playing these, and we've got lots of material, of course, and everything to go ahead and pass out.
And what's even cooler, Patrick and Sarah, is that he's giving away a free a photo shoot to somebody at the conference this year.
Cool. So that'd be primarily for like a business, right?
Yeah. So I mean, maybe one of your business clients, or somebody there that's got a business.
Sure, if you're
Yeah, I would love for you to come to my little home office cubicle.
Here's the dining room. Here's the kitchen.
Exactly. Here's the dogs.
Here's where the dog sleeps.
Exactly. Yes. Sarah said she's kind of scared, that she's a little frightened of all this access and openness.
And some people are, but the truth, but I mean, again, businesses need to be able to utilize, technology to have, in ways that can help them. And when you can better use technology to market your business, and the fact that you pay one time for these, you pay the photographer, for coming to do the initial shoot, but then there's no
upkeep. There's no subscription thingy that has to happen.
You don't have to pay anything. Google hosts this. It's because it's part of Google Plus.
Right.
Google Plus is a free social network. So what they want people to do is use Google Plus, and they're basically giving you a way to enhance your Google Plus, because we provide you with a tour that goes on there. Plus, we give you still images. We also shoot like 10 still photos of a business, and they're and they go on that Google Plus page. So what they're doing is they're trying to make sure that your Google Plus page is started off good with professional photos, a tour. Then businesses can add their own at any time. But then in addition to that, because it's Google, it shows up on everything Google. So it shows up when you search for the business. It shows up when you map it. It shows up on the local app on your phone. It shows up, everything Google. It shows up. But
I was going to ask you that, and I know you have to go because he's got an appointment with a new potential client. So I'm going to let you get going. But exactly. So, but mobile. Okay, is the 360? Can you see that on mobile? Is it just Android? How about mobile?
It's on iPhone. It's on Android. It's on BlackBerry. I mean, it's any smartphone can do it. Tablets, laptop, desktop, mobile device, anything. And at first there was a little, because Apple Maps came out or something, and they were trying, at first there was some controversy there, and I think it wasn't working right on the iPhone initially, but it's working fine. You can get Google Maps on your iPhone now. It works, no problem. And we use, I've got the Android, but one of my sales reps, she has an iPhone, and she pulls up the tours all the time. So.
Perfect. Okay, well, I know you have to go. I think Patrick and I will still hang out and talk a little bit. But that was pretty awesome. I can't wait to see it, and we might have to have you talk a little bit more and take a few less pictures.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to talk about that when I'm talking about Google Plus during my presentation. That's cool stuff.
So maybe you and Daniel can do a little. Maybe he can jump in on your talk.
Yeah, I have no problem with that last 5 or 10 minutes or so. That would be very cool.
Maybe that's a good way to kind of to tag that in. So I know Daniel didn't necessarily want a whole hour to talk.
We'll get it in there somehow.
Okay, perfect. Well, you guys are now connected, so make it happen.
Will do.
Yeah, Patrick, I'd like to talk to you more. Especially, I didn't know you were doing the Google Plus stuff. I didn't know that was your topic.
Yep, that's my topic. And so head off, go to your appointment, and look me up when you get back.
All right, yeah, because I also you're in Oklahoma City, and I want to talk about Oklahoma City, some stuff with Google Plus and all that.
Okay, I'm here whenever you're ready, sir.
Patrick is your guy. Okay, good luck.
Awesome.
I know you're gonna get it.
Yeah, I got a restaurant guy with 3 locations waiting to meet me, so good luck.
Hey, go get him.
Yeah, you're lucky you stayed around this long. I would have been like, "See you, Cheryl. I gotta make it rain, buddy."
He's right
Here,
around
real quick.
corner, so.
Yeah, real quick. Here's my Google Plus account. I put that in the chat if you want to connect to that real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
So put me in a circle or something, and when you get back, we'll chat.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Go make it rain.
Thanks, Daniel. We'll see you.
Sure. Thanks. How do I exit?
just
Close the window, I think.
Just close that window out.
Okay, I didn't know if there was.
There you go. Ah, you're out.
Daniel Rosenstein, is that how you say his name? Rosenstein?
No, I don't. Yes. What did you just say? I think it's Rosenstein.
Rosenstein, okay.
Rosenstein.
Gotcha.
Or Stein. Sorry.
That's okay.
I guess I better get that situated before the conference when I'm
Might be
announcing.
a might be. I'm just putting that out there. Might be a good idea.
No, I don't know. Hey, we're 30 days away. It's a little loopy around here, but what's interesting is that the last 30 days is when most people register, right?
Right.
And I started to panic a couple weeks ago, and I went looking at Eventbrite, and I said, okay, let me look and see where we were this time last year, and it was like February the 9th or something, and 14 people had registered this time on that day, and I was just like, are you kidding me? And then the last 30 days, 80 some odd people registered.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, my sense of urgency isn't necessarily the sense of urgency of the rest of the world, so I have to just get over myself.
You're gonna find this kind of cool. In the interest of using technology and event planning, I am collaborating with a lady in the UK and a lady in Ireland who wants to put together a course on how to put butts in seats.
All right.
Yeah, it's going to be like a course for event planners on, if you're 90 days out, this is what you do. If you're 80 days out, this is what you do. But the cool part is one of them's in Ireland and the other one's in the UK, and we're talking three-way via Skype. Wow, it is so cool.
Hey, you know what? In fact, there's a guy who has a product. Did you ever see any of the VOD burner stuff that we did? I think that was year one. That was before you came on board. But he has a product called VOD burner. It's VODBURNER, and it records Skype conversations.
Very cool.
So I mean, there's a free version and then there's a pay version. But anyway, he's in Melbourne, Australia, trying to get to Tulsa to talk about Skype and VOD burner. He's like, I really want to be there, and so we're actually working on that. He's either going to be here this year or in the fall, because we're working on a digital health piece. But that would be good if you need to record those calls.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. There's I'm a member of NSA, and somebody did an interview with me the other day, and they used something to record our Skype call. But yeah, he called me via Skype, and somehow recorded it, and it's used. He's used it as part of his podcast.
Yeah.
I have no idea what hardware and software he used, but man, I want to know, because that stuff is cool.
Well, I'll send you it's vodburner.com.
Okay.
And I've used it before, and the thing about VodBurner and Skype, and I'm not a big Skype fan. I much prefer Google Plus.
Right.
But what VodBurner does is it kind of does what this system is doing now. It knows who's talking, so it switches back and forth. So the back end piece of the software piece of VodBurner, once you're done, it says, "Hey, do you want to go edit the video?" It automatically will do the Cheryl's talking, Patrick's talking, Sarah's talking, or you could do the 6 o'clock news side by side screen, so you're both on the screen at the same time, or you can have your logos, same way we are doing now. You can do title tags, all that stuff in their suite, and it's like easy. You can edit and cut stuff out. It's great. I mean, I don't use it as much just because I don't use Skype as much anymore.
Oh, it says it only has Windows XP, Vista, and Windows 7, and guess who has 2 thumbs and has an iMac?
Well, I think the reason he wanted to come is they're releasing an Apple version.
Okay.
I'll find out more about it. And he's like, guess who has 2 thumbs and is
has an iMac? Yeah. Well, the past year I bought a 2007 iMac, and oh gosh, I love it. I think one of the main reasons I love it is it keeps my desk so clean. Like, I have 3 pieces of equipment on my desk, and that's it.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got 1, 2. I've got a lot more than 3, but whatever.
Well, 4 if you count this big old gangster weapon microphone of mine here.
Well, I have the wait. I can't. I have to move 3 things just to get to it. Like, I have the
nice
big Samsung.
Your microphone Jedi power is strong in this one.
Pretty dusty now that I've got it closer in the light. It's pretty dusty. But no, I love that one. But I don't know. I already project a little bit, and so it gets a little loud up in here.
So plans are coming along okay. Hotels coming along okay. Rooms are all coming along okay.
Everything's going well. It's just a matter of narrowing down the number of people. I think this is going to be a different location because of the Mayo, and their configuration is different. We'll probably be on different floors.
Okay.
And so that'll be an interesting transition for people, but it'll also be, keep people moving and exploring and hopefully connecting and talking and having their own little conversations in the elevators, and so the space is unique, and so we'll treat it that way. We'll fit into the space the way it is. But yeah, it's a great place. I think we'll be good. It'll be good for us, and we'll just have to make it funky and not so glamorous, because the Mayo's a little bit of a glamorous place. So we're gonna have to geek it out a little bit.
Hey, as long as we're together and all learning stuff, I'm happy. That's all I'm happy about. I'll be coming. Go ahead.
Oh, Sarah wants to know if we're doing a fire drill. Well, Sarah.
Funny you should ask.
Funny you should ask. We are, and I can't tell you about it. It's a surprise. Well, because after last year's fire drill, I was a little upset, and as an organizer, I was miffed. But then, as a social media person, I was like, hey, let's tweet about this, because I got a lot of tweets and pictures and updates. So I was okay with it. And then, as a marketer, I was like, hey, I'm going to add this to my sponsorship sheet, because what if we had a fire drill that was actually planned, maybe not the fire associated with the drill, and then more products were what we were getting up and moving around to talk about, right? So, I put it on the list. Nobody really bought. Nobody bid the fire drill. Although I think I might have one that's going to do something for us and make it exciting.
Good deal. Have you seen the little fire escape guy that says, if the building's on fire, please leave the building before you tweet about it?
In fact, a lot of people tweeted that sign last year.
Good.
Sign after that, and I was just like, if you're not tweeting this, we've really failed as a conference. So
yes,
so it turned out great. I mean, I was as an organizer, you don't want your whole conference out on the street corner. But, we needed the break. It was kind of, people were sleepy after the first day. And so, it was kind of a good time. I just wish there was some ice cream or burgers or a food truck or something out there for us to take advantage of. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a margarita cart.
Exactly. I just wish, hey, if we're going to be on the street corner, can I have a drink?
Exactly. Or the hot dog girl on Twitter. Are you familiar with Hot Dog OKC?
I think so. In fact, I think Tulsa Food Guy is working with them to come this year.
She's I think her name's Gail, and she runs a little cart right down by the baseball stadium here. Ooh. And she drives a lot of traffic on Twitter, and that's how I met her. And every time I'm downtown, if she's down there after them, I'll go down and get a hot dog. And she wants you to take pictures of the hot dogs and tweet them. And she used to be the only hot dog lady we had in downtown Oklahoma City. And then the last time I went down there, there's like 10 of them. That's so depressing. I mean, she started a market by herself, and now she has competition.
Wow. Well, I mean, but she was the original, and I guarantee you the other ones aren't doing the tweeting and social media like she does.
No, she's great. And in the interest of some risque humor, when we've had some ice storms here, she's taken some of the hot dogs that she makes and she'll lay them vertical, and that's how she uses to measure the snow in Oklahoma City. And she sends out pictures, so you know how much snow we've got in Oklahoma City based on her measurements. I'm like, oh, that is great.
Oh, I love it though. You remembered it. You told the story, and now the world knows.
Now the world knows. So
the world will be following. Sarah just typed in, "Wow, exactly, Sarah."
Yeah, and
you know what? It's kind of like Friday afternoon at Social Media Tulsa Conference. We have completely jumped the shark, and
Exactly.
It's what happens. But hey, I really appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you. I know Sarah's going to be there. She's volunteered to help us this year, so
Good deal.
we'll be putting Sarah to work this time.
That's good deal. We'll have to get her. We'll have to get her a webcam and a microphone. Also, I've got a spare one around here someplace.
Exactly. So exactly. Well, I think Verizon's going to eventually jump on board. That's been kind of a slow process for them to just bite the bullet. But I think they're going to. I think they're going to come in and give us some good support and for the conference and throughout the year. So what I was really wanting was. For some Wi-Fi hotspots, right?
Yep.
So, because I mean, even though the hotels, Wi-Fi is good, it's never good enough when you get more than 50 people on it, right?
Nope.
So,
not at all. We will eat it up. You got some people checking their email, which is really low bandwidth, and some people doing their own Google Hangout live in the conference.
Exactly.
And they chew it up the bandwidth.
Exactly. Hey, we're recording. We're live streaming from my chair at SM Tulsa.
Exactly.
So I think they're gonna be on board, and so a few more exciting people have just kind of decided now is the time to get on board with SM Tulsa. So.
Good deal. I'm planning on coming back the evening, I think, before you have me speak. So I'm not sure if we're going to come up that night or the next morning. It's going to be a pretty tight schedule. And, of course, I'll keep you posted if weather gets in the way or something. But, yeah, I'll be out on Infusionsoft, which is a good email program. I'll be out at their conference and coming right back, I think.
Okay. So I need to put you on Friday. Is that what you're saying?
Well, if you did, boy, I'd love you, but I wasn't going to ask for it.
No. I can do whatever. I can do whatever I want.
It's my conference.
Okay. So yeah, I'll put you on Friday.
Yeah, that would really help me out. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, that works. And
then we're on next week, right? You and I are on next week.
Yeah, next Thursday we'll do our hangout. We're talking Google Plus.
Right.
And I'll figure out how to do the hangout within the event, because I like the event hangout, but it wouldn't let me go live, I don't think. So.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to record it. So I'll play with it between now and then and see how we can do it, and we'll make it work.
Okay, Sarah, are you going to join us next week? Girlfriend, hockey lady.
Next Thursday, same time.
Yeah, we're talking about me next week.
He's our special guest next week, so you have to be there, and you have to get a camera. So maybe maybe we'll go to the Mayo and have a live one, and you can join us.
Well, I know dinner's calling. I better get off to keep Angela happy.
All right, tell her I said hi. All right, thanks you guys.
No problem. See you guys. See you, Sarah.